Will's Piff, Building Be Sober, man. Today's episode, man, I just want to talk to y'all about is alcohol a problem? So, is drinking alcohol a problem? I actually got some notes right here today I took so we could get on this topic. I usually freestyle and freestyle my vlogs and whatnot, but I actually tried it out on taking some notes this time around. So, is drinking alcohol a problem? So, for some of us, like me, when I was drinking, I didn't think alcohol was a problem because, I wasn't getting drunk, starting fights, falling all over the place, embarrassing my peoples, and you know what I mean? I didn't lose my family. I didn't lose my wife. I hadn't lost all the things that you can lose when you fall deep into that dark hole of addiction. But that's what kept me going and drinking for so many years because I was in denial about it for a long time. And I was not willing to admit that I had a problem. Well, because I didn't drink every day. Well, if I'm binge drinking Friday night and then I wake up Saturday and drink again Saturday and then maybe drink again Sunday, calling into work and things like that. It was a problem. Um, you know, uh, Drunk drivings and things like that. But I didn't want to admit that I had a problem. But in all actuality, I did. Sometimes, people's level of addiction can be worse than others, but that don't make your problem not as serious as somebody else's. Somebody that might have to drink every day, you know what I'm saying? Or they'll get sick, or they'll have those withdrawals, that can sometimes put them in the hospital, or they have seizures or things like that. So I just want to go through some signs, signs that may be letting you know you have a problem. So one thing is, if you got kids, if they're of age or they're old enough to where they can kind of voice the things they see, when they kind of develop, a better level of understanding, when they at certain ages, the kids will say things, the kids, they might be like, oh, you drinking again? Or you really like that stuff, don't you? Or, they might make comments about your favorite alcoholic beverage, or, say things about it, or, uh, things like that, when the kids are saying things, because, kids, they see everything. They soak up everything like a sponge. They're really observant. You can't really get too much past the kids. So the kids, if the kids are noticing it and they're starting to say things, that's probably an indicator, that alcohol is a problem for you. Calling into work a lot if you got a job, or, if you got a business, or you got to take time off because, you got to recover from your hangovers, or you've been doing too much, so you're not feeling so great, so you might not go in today. You might be missing out on money. If you do got a job and you ain't self-employed, your supervisors or your bosses might be calling you into the office to talk about your attendance because of all them days you taking off, them days that you need to recover. You might not even be recovering. You might be taking time off of work, you know what I'm saying, to drink, to go party. So you calling into work a lot, which was the thing with me. I found myself calling into work a lot, taking unnecessary days off work because I wanted to keep the weekend going. I wanted to party some more. So that's one of the signs, you may have a problem with drinking. Feeling depressed after a night of drinking, you wake up the next day and you feeling really down, you know what I'm saying? Feeling regret, um, you know, feeling these emotions that you just can't really describe on top of the hangover. Um, really, one of the symptoms of withdrawal is, depression and uh, you kind of have these episodes, these emotional episodes where you feel as if, you might not be doing what you need to do in life and you're not accomplishing the things that you need to be accomplishing. You feeling down, you feeling depressed. You know what I'm saying? So that's another indication that you might have a problem with drinking. Um, when people don't want to be around you when you drink. So, you know, some people are the life of the party and everybody wants to be around them. Um, and then there's just some of those people, and I know a few of them, when they start drinking, don't nobody want to be around them. Everybody starts leaving. We start to pack it up because we know they done had too much and it's only going to get worse. People that start acting a fool, you know, um, doing things in public, starting fights, um, saying things to people, you know what I'm saying? And then the next day they wake up, they really don't remember doing none of it. So um, that's definitely an indicator, man. People not wanting to be around you, people not inviting you to the parties, you know what I'm saying? They're not inviting you to the business meetings, things like that. That's another indicator. That's another sign that alcohol might be a problem for you. Um, is your drinking causing problems in your relationships, friendships, or marriage? You know, um, are you and your wife or your girlfriend falling out because you staying out too late, coming in the house uh, early in the morning after a night of drinking? Um, are you and your friends getting into it? Are your friendships deteriorating because your friends see you going downhill and you feel like you grown, you an adult, can't nobody tell you nothing, when really they just giving you advice and trying to help you? Um, I've seen that happen. And it's something I've seen in my life personally and in others. It's something that happens a lot when you struggle with alcohol. Friendships, relationships, marriage, they can tend to deteriorate. Is alcohol affecting your ability to be a parent? You know what I'm saying? If it is, that's a good sign that you might need to stop drinking or drugging, whatever it is that you're doing. Are you not getting up to take your son on that fishing trip because you too hungover, you feeling like crap the night before? You promised to take him fishing and now you can't, or you don't want to. Are you building up unfulfilled promises? You know what I'm saying? With your kids. Are you missing games? Are you missing conferences? Are you missing things, important things that you should be making it to as a parent? You know, parties and events and things like that, things that you should be taking your kids to, things that they were looking forward to, but now it can't happen because you choosing drinking or drugging instead. So, that's a sign. Is it affecting your ability to be a parent? Do you find yourself apologizing for your behavior the night before? If, you got to wake up the next morning and call people to, see it, maybe you had done something crazy. You don't even know. You might have blacked out. Blackouts is another indication that you might have a problem with drinking, where you don't even remember the last half of the night. So you got to call around and, hey, what happened, man? What's going on? Was I doing too much? I'm sorry for anything I said or did, you know. It's like you had no control over your actions that last half of the night. Um, do you find yourself apologizing for your behavior the night before? That's a sign. Is your health declining? Um, you having stomach problems? You developing ulcers? Um, Alcohol causes certain neurological problems. You know what I'm saying? Yellow eyes, jaundice. That's a sign that your liver is going bad. Um, just low energy. Not eating right. Maybe not eating at all. Your appetite is gone. Um, a decline in health is one of the number one indicators that'll let you know, you need to stop. Um, are you getting into legal trouble? Which is one of my problems. Like I said, I'm not the guy to get drunk and people don't want to be around me and I start fights and I embarrass my friends and my family. And, that was never my thing. I always had good times, good fun when I was drinking. But my issue was I get in the car, I get behind the wheel of the car and I think I can go somewhere. I think I can, just go. And, you getting arrested for a DUI. Now you got to go to jail. Now you got to get a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to deal with the courts. These people shouldn't be in your life. You shouldn't have to deal with a judge. You know what I'm saying? And worry about the prosecutor trying to prosecute you and throw you in jail because you like to drink. You know what I'm saying? Legal troubles, some people like to fight when they get drunk. You get in fights in public, you know what I'm saying? Disorderly, things like that. So that's a big sign you might have a problem with alcohol if you're running into or you ran into a lot of legal troubles in your past. So, you know, are you in denial about it? You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you really got to ask yourself, Are you in denial about your addiction, your alcohol or your drug addiction? Are you telling yourself and others, I can quit anytime, you know, I can give it up. You know what I'm saying? Um, one of the first things you got to do is admit. That's what they teach you in AA, That's the first step, admitting that you are powerless over alcohol or drugs, but admitting that you are powerless over alcohol and that your life has become unmanageable. That's the first step in AA, and admitting that is you taking the first steps to getting better and getting the help that you need. Even though you might not have lost your family, you might not have lost your job, you might have not lost your house yet. Maybe you haven't got a DUI. Maybe you're still healthy right now, but maybe you just kicking the consequences further down the road just to run into them later on. You know what I'm saying? So, is alcohol a problem? That's one thing you need to ask yourself. That's one thing we need to ask ourselves. For me, yes, alcohol is a problem. When I get started, I don't know how to stop. I can't just have 1, 2 drinks, It's going to be 3, 4, 5 more. You know what I'm saying? Those impulses I talked about in the previous video. So, like I said, that's why I'm starting this channel, man, to try to bring awareness, to try to help those around me if I can. I already got family members saying that I help motivate them to stop drinking. They want to stop drinking. This isn't really an easy thing for somebody to do, especially me. I'm a private person anyway. So to put this content out, it takes a little courage, man. Showing these vulnerabilities, you know what I'm saying? Being transparent. You get tired of lying. You get tired of living a lie. You get tired of lying to yourself. You get tired of having to make up lies and create lies just to keep these bad habits going, just to further your addiction. So, alcohol is definitely a problem for me, and it may be a problem for a lot of y'all out there. Alcohol or drugs, you just haven't brung yourself to admit it yet. But deep down inside, most of us know it's a problem. So I am 40, well, yeah, this will make 44 days, but 44 days technically, but 43 days sober, man, no alcohol. I haven't had a drop or drink or nothing. I feel good. I still run into the triggers here and there, things I might see, that make me want to drink. But they're just thoughts. You don't have to act on them. I don't plan on acting on them. Today, taking it one day at a time, and today, I didn't have the desire to drink. So, especially early in sobriety, like me, you're going to come across triggers and things that, might tempt you or make you want to pick up again, man. But you just got to stay strong, keep a good support system. You can make it through, man. Just imagine your life 30 years down the line without the drink or the drug. And imagine your life 30 years down the line if you still continue to do it. You know what I mean? And just try to compare the two. Some people think life just becomes boring, when you stop partying, when you stop drinking, when you stop doing them drugs, you might lose all your friends. That's technically what some people think. And, you might lose some friends. And if you do lose them, were they really your friends to begin with? So usually the real ones, man, they'll stick around and support you and they'll be in your corner, So just try to find you a good support system. I got a good shoulder workout video for y'all, man, where I just went in and hit some shoulders. Capped it off with some cardio on the end. I'm going to try to keep this content coming. Maybe introduce a few more things in there, how I'm eating, what I'm eating. That's one thing I'm working on cleaning up. It's not perfect, I still have my slip-ups here and there with the bad eating, but for the most part, it's getting better. So maybe I'll throw a little bit of that in here in the future videos, for some content, maybe some cooking or something like that. But it's Will's Piff, Build and Be Sober, man. Hit me up on Instagram, build_and_be.sober. You know what I'm saying? Check this shoulder workout with the commentary, and I'll catch y'all on the next vlog, man. Peace. This exercise right here is just to warm the shoulders up. I had some rotator cuff issues in the past, so, this is just to help the shoulders get warmed up before a shoulder workout. So I do one side, and then I do the other side, to warm up both shoulders. And these right here are the rear deltoid flies, you know what I'm saying? Hit the back of them shoulders, the back part of the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? I usually do 5 sets of 10. The last 2 sets, I do 12 reps because I go down in weight. And these right here are the standing deltoid raises. I usually do 5 sets of 10. On the last 2 sets, I might do 12 reps because I go down in weight. But yeah, you got to hit them shoulders right. And then I switch over to these to hit the front of them delts. You know what I'm saying? I do the right, then I switch over to the left. I do 5 sets of 10. The last 2 sets, I might do 12 reps because I go down in weight. Getting them shoulders to look real nice, real Arnold-like, you know what I mean? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right here we got the hammer strength shoulder press. I do 5 sets of 10. The last 2 sets, I do 12 reps because I go down in weight. Yeah, these will have your shoulders looking real good right here if you hit these right. Y'all see that treacherous gut hanging out at the bottom? It's all good, cause it's getting smaller and smaller. It's gonna be gone in a minute, then y'all ain't gonna be able to say nothing about it. And these right here are the shrugs. You know what I'm saying? Gotta hit them traps real nice. I usually superset these. I usually start with the 75 pounds and go down to the 55s. I usually do these till failure with low rest periods in between. If you want them Lou Ferrigno shoulders, then this is a good one. And last but not least, I gotta cap it off with some cardio on the incline, walking. It's your big brother, man. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.